Hi everyone! Welcome to the World of Down Under series. The first place we're arriving at is Brisbane. This is actually my first time visiting Australia, and I chose Brisbane to be my first stop because of one reason, which you will find out in a bit. So after I get off my flight, I go to take the air train to get to my Airbnb in the city. For any one of your first timers to Australia like I was, you can get the TransLink for all of the public transportation in Brisbane, which is part of the Queensland region. However, there are some parts of Queensland that TransLink doesn't cover, so make sure you still check on their website or carry some cash with you, just in case. For the next day, I plan to simply spend the whole day exploring the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. The original goal of my trip was to volunteer at the sanctuary. Unfortunately, the volunteer program was full, but I still wanted to pay a visit. To give you guys a little background, Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary was founded in 1927. It is the oldest and the largest koala sanctuary in the world. It started from two koalas, Jack and Jill, during a time period when wild koalas were often captured for fur trade. After all these years, Lone Pine is not only home to over 100 koalas, but also to 70 species of other Australian native animals. With their dedication, all the animals are being very well taken care of, and people from all over the world can come here to visit them and learn about them. After all, learning about them is the very first step to conservation, and places like Lone Pine that provide best care for their animals must be appreciated. Other than koalas, I also get to visit other types of animals at Lone Pine, especially by joining one of their special programs like this one, Owl Encounter, the first program for my day of visit. The knowledgeable and patient caretakers are there to educate me about different types of owls. It is such a precious experience to be able to observe these beautiful birds up close.
How much food to feed them. So he only weighs about 350 grams, very lightweight, and he gets about 35 grams of food per day.
After my first animal encounter activity at 9 a.m. in the morning, I'm off to walk around and explore the park before my next activity at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Along the way, I get to see lots of animals roaming around freely in the park. Now I'm heading to visit my new kangaroo and wallaby friends. I get a pack of feeds for the kangaroos and wallabies at the entrance so I can feed them. But make sure not to feed it to other animals in the park. Remember, kangaroos and wallabies only. The field is so big for all the kangaroos and wallabies to hang around. It's okay for us to feed them, but we may also run into shy individuals like this one. When this happens, we should just respect their rejections and gracefully let them be. That's how we handle life. And I found my new best friend. Other than kangaroos and wallabies, emus also hang out in this big field. And here we got a little friend joining in for a snack. After all that, I run back for a bird show. There are a bunch of showcases throughout the day when the caretakers will bring the animals out and share their knowledge with us. You can refer back to the map for all the time and location details. After seeing the birds, I go back to walk around the park, and here I am at the amphibian and reptile habitat. Look at that snake skin. And I happened to run into a lizard feeding time. For lunch, I head over to the Riverside Cafe to have a sandwich, and even though I'm traveling alone, I got company for lunch. The Riverside Cafe is surrounded by resting koalas, so while we're eating, we get to observe the koalas and how their caretakers take care of them and their habitats. After lunch, I go back to the entrance area at 1 p.m. for my first afternoon animal encounter activity, Koala Discovery Tour. By joining the tour, we get to observe the koalas up close through their caretaker's supervision. We also learn about all the work effort behind the scenes that the sanctuary staff and volunteers put in to ensure all animals are well taken care of.
But I know they do it for walks. So our koalas are named on a natural name line, and they tend to have natural names. So there's Ralph.
And at the end of the tour, we will get to take pictures with the cute koalas, which is one of the very popular and unforgettable activities in the sanctuary. After all, Australia is the only country that we get to encounter with koalas.
Yeah, that's how Nick said it. Nick's like, he looks like he's been in a war. Sergeant.
You don't want to.
Oh
I
my
must be a
God.
tree to him. Yeah.
After the koala discovery tour, I'm on my way to the last special activity of today, Platypus Encounter. In this activity, we get to visit the platypus house behind a giant water tank where the platypuses hang out throughout the day. Inside the platypus house, we can see all the well-equipped setups that are required for caring for the platypuses, such as feed preparation, their sleeping area, regular health check stations, etc. After the staff brief us about platypus knowledge, we move on to picking out worms for platypus feed, which we get to use to feed them.
When he's sweeping his bill along the bottom, rather than like catching them kind of mid-air, mid-water. Wonderful. Done. The entry to his burrow system is just here.
Oh, I
so
see
he
it.
does
Okay.
have this little black box is like a nest box that he can go into during his night, the day. So this one's actually. You can see him really clearly doing that sweeping head motion.
Yeah, you really can. Yeah. Wow.
That is all for my day at Lone Pine Sanctuary. What an eventful day. So that was it for my visit in Brisbane and Lone Pine Sanctuary. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, go ahead to press the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you will be notified for the next video of my World of Down Under series. Also feel free to share the video if you happen to have any friends or family members who are planning to visit Brisbane and Lone Pine Sanctuary and may need traveling information and ideas for their reference. And if you have any thoughts or experience you would like to share, shoot me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching and see you all in my next video.